Alright, so the first time I stepped foot in Broadbridge, they had just transferred me from over JPRU because they was trying to say I ordered a hit on the nigga over there. So they puts me in Baltimore dorm. Now, if you've been down Broadbridge, you know they named the dorms after counties and cities in Maryland. But anyway, so my first encounter with the good brothers over there, you know how they do, niggas walk up on you, ask you what they supposed to ask you. You get to spitting your shit, right? Your oath. And see, this was back around that time when the good brothers was on some shit like, if you come on a location and you fuck up your oath, niggas could knock you out. I swear on everything I love, that's how they was getting down back then. So I noticed I'm spitting my shit. There's two brothers standing there. These niggas got their fist balled up. Like they waiting for me to fuck up a word. But I know my shit. But I didn't like that shit. That was the first time that ever happened to me, and I ain't like that shit. And once I spit my shit, they embraced me. The good brothers was pretty deep in Broadbridge. What was this, like 07, 08? Yeah, we was deep like the Chinese military in that motherfucker. Now, when I got over there, it was a good brother named Wolf running the show. May he rest in piss with his bitch ass. But he was running the show. And his underboss, the nigga that was right underneath of him, in rank, was an old head, but we gonna leave his name out of it. But he was black as shit. But anyway, now after being over there only 2 days, I come to realize shit is not being ran right. So you gotta remember, I was running the show over JPRU before they sent me over Broadbridge. So I'm knowing how shit supposed to be ran. It was raggedy. I'm talking about raggedy. Where you had all the younger comrades, the younger good brothers, didn't have no rank, they was all in the field. But when I look at the chairman of the board over there, all the ranks is old heads, older good brothers that wasn't exactly deserving of the positions they had. It was just simply older brothers. So that was the first thing I noticed. But on top of that, it was some big eyes, little U's type shit going on. How the fuck is it mandatory for the whole field, all the younger good brothers, to work out 4 times a week, but none of the chairmen of the board ain't working out? I'm talking about they literally sitting in the bleachers in the yard, eating ice cream and shit, watching us work out. All in the name of, oh, we on the board. We don't gotta do what y'all gotta do. Oh, Jim, first and foremost, y'all not no big brothers. Y'all not no big brothers. Y'all chairman. Y'all subject to anything we subject to. You can never separate yourself like that. Only the big brothers with the retired status can do that. And they knew that shit. See, it wasn't no big brothers on location. So they was abusing their authority. Me, I'm already knowing this. But I'm the only one speaking out against the shit. So when we used to be out in the big yard, I used to be telling all of the younger brothers that that shit that they doing is a violation. Ain't no big eyes and little U's. So now all the younger brothers starting to listen to me because they had been feeling like that. They just weren't saying shit out of fear. But anyway, so after being over there, over Broadbridge for about, I want to say a cool month, one day we out in the big yard. Niggas really had a whole standoff. All the old head good brothers on one side and all the younger good brothers on the other side. The nigga Wolf who was running the show down there, and all the old heads was over here, while me and all the young niggas was over here, in the middle of the big yard having a face off. Now, of course, we was a lot deeper than them, because they was just the ranks. We was the whole field. So it was about 200 to 10, literally. The thing was, they didn't understand why the good brothers wasn't listening to them, but was listening to me. But that was because they was abusing their authority. And the good brothers was tired of that shit. They put a petition together, basically trying to vote them dudes out their positions. So while all of this is going on, the older brothers is trying to establish authority. They trying to tell the younger brothers to go work out, to break it up. It looked like we getting ready to fight or something. They telling them to go break it up. But the younger brothers like, no, we ain't doing no working out. Y'all ain't working out. And they had never been through nothing like that before where the brothers don't listen. So they was all looking at me like I was the problem because I taught them dudes how to stand up for themselves. What got under their skin was when they was trying to tell the younger brothers to break it up, they wasn't budging. But when I told them to go head on and break it up, they broke that shit right up. Them niggas that sat on that board did not like that shit one bit. So like 2 days later, finally a big brother come on location. And what you think them niggas on that board did? Hurry up, ran to the big brother and told him that I turned the field against the chairman of the board. When the whole time, I never told the brothers not to listen to them. I just basically made them realize they was being mistreated. So the big brother that came on location, his name was Dirty Yo. Tall, dark-skinned, old head nigga named Dirty Yo. Now the reason I can say his name is this bitch ass dead, right along with Wolf. But anyway, he was a heroin addict, real bad. You see down there, me and another brother named Big Fred had started catching smack down there. We was putting our money together, rocking and rolling like that. So you know how a dope fiend do when they come on location. As soon as Dirty O got over there, he asking the other old head brothers who was the chairman of the board, who had some smack. Cause them niggas was dope fiends too. So these niggas tell Dirty, yeah, Dutch and Fred got it. Now niggas was telling me about Dirty O, like, yo, he patty as shit. The name fit him. So Dirty O slept in the dorm across from my dorm, right directly across from my dorm. So what he did was he got one of the younger good brothers to come holler at me and Fred, asking us to bless him with some smack. Now me, usually I look out for the brothers anyway. So the first couple times wasn't no problem. But when that third time came around, he sent the little brother at us talking about, yeah man, Dirty said he give him a bag. Me and Fred look at each other like, fuck. We told Shorty like, man, look, tell Unc, we trying to get some money. Niggas ain't just giving it away. And already looked out. So Shorty like, all right, he go back and tell him. That night, Dirty O sent the kite around for all the good brothers to see. What he did, he burnt down the board and took all the ranks from them guys. Wolf and all them took their ranks and put me in charge, made me the skipper. This is what it's saying on the kite. But Wolf and his underboss see this, they heave it. Cause now they back in the field, having to run laps, do security detail, go on missions, all kind of shit that they wasn't doing when they was in power. This no bullshit. Them niggas was begging me for their positions back. Dutch, come on, man, let me keep my spot. What I do wrong, let me keep my spot. Nope, I made a whole board full of young niggas, young chairmen. Them niggas was mad walking around backbiting me and some more shit, right? All right, now this where shit hit the fan. All right, now like I said, as soon as we told that nigga no about some smack, he put me in charge. So after a week of running the show down there, Dirty O calls a meeting in the gym. We all sat in the bleachers, had our meeting, and in that meeting I was letting niggas know my new policy of how we gonna do workout, study class, and all that type of stuff, regular shit. Well, the gym was over and we was on our way back to our dorm. You leave out the gym, you gotta walk through this little tunnel in Broadbridge, right? So while I'm walking and talking to Big Fred, Wolf bitch ass and another good brother, old head, runs up behind me in the tunnel, stabbed me in my back, I spin around and stabbed me in my chest. But I'm throwing them bitches the whole time. Getting them up off me, getting them up off me. So when the COs come, they walk off, I'm leaking. It's all superficial wounds though. You can tell the spots that they hit me at, they wanted to kill me. But either the knife wasn't sharp enough or the nigga ain't know what he was doing. They was just little flesh wounds for real. But nonetheless, I was leaking. Like I say, when the police came, they walked off. But the police made all the brothers line up against the wall, besides me and Fred. So the police is holding me up, they hold my arms because they think I'm hit worse than I really am. It's just flesh wounds, but the spots that it's in, it look bad. So they trying to walk me out to an ambulance. Now the whole time they walking me past the good brothers that's lined up against the wall, they walking me right past them. So this bitch ass nigga Wolf, he's standing there trying to look straight and shit. Like I'ma just walk past him. Fuck no. As soon as I got close to him where I was about to walk past him, I yanked my arm free from the African CO nigga. Hop back, start catching him. Bing, 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 bing. I'm going off too. Bitch, bitch. Bust this shit all up. Police grabbed me like, what you doing, man? But because I did that, they put the cuffs on Wolf because they thinking, well, he must have been the one that did it, right? All right, boom, they take me down to the hospital. They check my wounds. They see that they not deep. They just superficial for real. They patched me up, bandaged me up, and sent my ass over boot camp. Now, while I'm over boot camp, this bitch ass nigga Wolf, he goes up for the ticket for stabbing me. So his hearing officer called over boot camp asking me like what happened or whatever. I let his bitch ass off the hook. I ain't get no statement. But Wolf ended up beating the ticket coming off lockup. Now, I'm knowing Wolf was just running the show down there before I got there. So I know he ain't make the call. I already know Dirty O ordered the hit on me. And Wolf wanted to be one of the hitters because I took his position. That was his way of getting back at me for taking his position and making him do fucking security detail and all of that shit, right? But anyway, I'm in boot camp with staples at me. Body sore. I'm mad at the good brothers. In my mind, I'm like, man, I ain't even fucking with that shit no more. And that same exact day, a whole war kick off in boot camp with the Bloods. I'm laid back on my bunk. I hear some rumbling going on over by the phones and shit. In no condition to be doing no fighting, I get up off my bunk.